Well, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Game 1 into the land of Dawn as Natan brings us in Skies and Andoryu.
Trying to invade a bit, but... Okay, so we saw this coming, but not to a point where it could potentially be an early solo kill. But hold on, in the mid lane, it seems like there's action happening once more. Thorn Rose committed by Andoryu, but Skies secures first blood onto Pluto and will not get punished for it.
Great moves from Skies. A glimpse of the MSC performance he's had last time. Vengeance!
Okay, gets the flicker out of the turret, but will that keep him safe? Because Cram will try to go for the kill, but instead, no, it's Yumes trying to help him there. A little bit of help, but somehow still a solo kill.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it can still count mid lane. This is definitely not a solo.
Oh my goodness, the pressure in the mid lane coming in from Virtus.Pro, and the way they're able to answer back against SRG. This is a surprising turn of events, but Andoryu Phantom execution out. Pluto might be taken out though, not yet level 4, and the control in the turtle pit seems to fall into SRG's hands.
This is big. SRG have brawled it out and actually have gotten a better timing in towards the turtle. Bad call level 4 though, that's Pluto!
Oh, so it seems like they don't want to recall. They're just trying to regroup, but that'll mean that SRG.OG secures the first hurdle of the game. So could they be really planning to focus on the macro for this game, not until they know that they've already hit their power spikes? But the way we're seeing it right now, at least in the trio mid, they're just really taking on the fights. They're somehow starting to brawl, but speaking of brawl, it seems like Stormy will start it instead. They will try to go for it, and they take down Pluto. Andoryu gets to escape, but now will he try to re-engage? Because the rest of his teammates, they seem to be in danger. That's 2 members down for Virtus.Pro.
Great fight from SRG. And SRG have bought so much time with those guys before dying that they could get more value out of the map. Purple buff was stolen. This puts Skies in a good position, despite Andoryu still being at the same level, actually a bit ahead in XP. Fighting for Turtle 3.
He's actually 3-0. It's a really good standing, but again, even despite him being a Lancelot, if SRG.OG are able to just dominate and control the objectives that way.
Yeah. And at least when it comes to the macro, it's great for Virtus.Pro, right? They have been on the back foot for the most part of the trades, but they know what to do. Here, bad caught.
Oh, bad caught. There's the AOG as well, but will not knock up any single member. Spober tries to go for Skies, but on the other side of the map, Yumes is the one taken down. SOD will be landing onto Stormy, and Innocent might just be the turnaround of Virtus.Pro. Innocent gets to take down 1, but still, that's 3 members traded out by VP.
The miscoordinations we saw early on, it seems like one fight and they're back together. This is their wildcard form in the final. Super Agorka picking up turrets for free as they set up for the final turtle of the game, Pluto.
Oh, will Andoryu let go of this opportunity? Sekai still secures the objective, but Andoryu's unstoppable. Might just go for the kills. Sekai fortunately gets away, but still, VP, they're not letting up without a fight.
And it's SRG who find themselves on the back foot, mainly Cram being very vulnerable with the CC on Vengeance, getting countered by the crowd control we spoke of in the draft. Pluto.
Yeah, and he got such a good start too, but hold on, speaking of, it's Innocent who gets taken down this time, not the best one for SRG.OG. Skies gets to trade, however, but Andoryu still going for it. 2-for-2 trade for both of these teams.
But it's worth it for VP.
Yeah, and if SRG.OG in the fights actually get the shutdown onto Andoryu, I feel like that'll matter a lot, but will they actually get to do that? Innocent tried to, but he will not succeed. That's a kill from Super Agorka. AOG committed by Pluto, but he's all alone in the middle of 4. But Super Agorka, he makes it to the fight. Bober has to reposition, however, because Crab, with a beautiful use of the Vengeance, gets a double kill. And Andoryu, he's legendary, but they lose 3 members. Bad caught, is he still going for it?
The one time you don't go for the CC on CC, you lose it out. Now Phantom Execution as Cram gets the kill back. They want to fight again. Pluto knocked up.
He's starting to hurt. Innocent is starting to hurt. Pluto won't be able to land the AOG, but Andoryu fights Skies! But he might be taken out here by Innocent, and now it's Super Agorka doing work, trying to look for the trades now that their jungler is down, but it might just be the disengage. It's just the call, because Yumes and Cram hunt him down.
3 deaths, but he's still clutched. That Innocent, man, is ridiculous. Bober with the flicker out. Yumes looking for the chase now, trying to cut him down, but Bad Cot's all alone, and it's a dive into him. One last Earth Shatter as Innocent picks up a killing spree and finally sets SRG's win condition in place. already super low.
So there was probably a fight before
Curtain
that,
call.
but speaking of the fight, look at this curtain call! Latched onto Pluto and Super Gorka! Beautiful targets for Cram, but gets knocked up right there by the Earth Shatter. Bad God, though, doesn't have the Primal Wrath, so they won't be able to find a way to fight back, not unless Andoryu looks for the trades, but the Thorn Rose doesn't seem to land on the Stormy!
A desperate play from Andoryu, and SRG will capitalize on this. The experience of the defending MSC champions coming in the mid-game. 13 minutes in, and they're going to be knocking at the base turret. First one going down, SOD landing for Super Gorka Skies.
Could this actually be it? VP will try to defend, uses the AOG as well, but Super Gorka unfortunately gets taken down. There's the traction pulse from Bober, and they still have some minion waves coming in, but they have to wait for the next wave.
5 seconds on Andoryu. Wave is coming in, but it's a bit too slow. VP actually have a shot of defending. SRG need to get this wave into the base. Here we go.
Did they actually go for the conceal? Bad Cut doesn't land their shatter, and Bober is the first to fall. Andoryu 2 won't more, or he will make it out alive and successfully clears the wave still.
Dude, Skies just died. What? Where?
Wait.
Did he get shot by the turret? Did he walk up too far? Or was the minions the one that dealt the final blow?
There's a Lord. There's a Lord. And it seems like they'll need a bit more resources if they want to deal with Cram, unlike how it was for the first few minutes. Things have changed a bit, especially as Innocent has already taken his items. He's already full build on this Claude. But speaking of full build, oh no, Pluto doesn't go for the engage and instead gets taken down. So Pluto and Bad God, the true frontliners, they're nowhere to be seen for VP.
There's no front line up against this SRG composition in the late game, man. Yum's walking up, canceling the recall, and it will be a 2v1. Super Gorka throws it out, almost catches Stormy. 2v1.
Uses the Wind of Nature, but against 2, will he be still able to find a way out? Make it 3 indeed, and Sekais doesn't care.
Yeah, they're just gonna go for the mid lane, straight into it. Cram with the curtain call over to Bad God.
Okay, the curtain call was already used, but it seems like they're not gonna care. Andoryu doesn't land any of his skills, and instead, SRG.OG gain access to the base. It's a killing spree for Sekais, and after 16 minutes, they finally end the game.
That game right there was a perfect way to describe the Selangor Red Giants OG Esports playstyle. They wait to mid. They might be a bit messy, but they make up for it with ridiculous team fighting and mechanics. Okay, there you go, Hayabusa.
Very interesting here.
Yeah, the Lunox is actually not bad against that, no?
Pretty good.
Pretty good, and Urace is the only tank that can get shredded. Well, let's get straight into Atlanta Dawn to see if it's going to be a clean sweep for the defending MSC EWC champions, or will it be VP taking it to Game 3?
Yep, at least we don't feel that iffy about the chemistry between the roamer and mid lane, because sometimes you see the Kaleas and then they pick up a mid laner which doesn't necessarily supplement like the burst damage or what? Wait, what?
Tenacity and the firmness, a whole lot of tankiness, because he needs to compensate for the support emblem. Tank emblem on the other side, compensating for no support emblem with the pull yourself together and the agility right there. And it is the common bargain hunter. I guess Lethal Ignition is kind of interesting. Bad God ganked.
Okay, that's 4 members trying to take him down, but somehow, with the sustain, he still survives, but Cram gets last hit, however, and now Bober, using the Chaos Assault and the Flicker, will try to take down Cram and successfully will. Andoryu forced to dash away because of just how good SRG is trying to control the Turtle Pit, but they get back, and they're still going for it. Andoryu's picking a fight. Yuz might just be taken down, but that's the light ultimate already committed by Bober. It's just such a back and forth between these two teams in that objective.
Just SRG with the Hayabusa, you need to get the burst down early and go for the execution. If you don't get a big kill with a shadow kill, it's kind of already cooked. You just have to back away, especially when you're up against someone with constant passive crits in the Yisun Shin.
Yep. I'm liking how they're really watching out for that Yisun Shin though. Oh, Tsunami Slam onto Yumes, and they have enough damage to actually burst him down. And Bober still going for the damage. Takes down Stormy too. Sekai's trying to trade, but that's 3 members. And still, VP actually win that fight.
And Doryu's just farming aura at that point. Skies with the red tree, Skies with the move. Cram trying to open up, and Doryu just says, eat this arrow, turtle, and takes it. Virtus.Pro holding the lead again. Yum, Tsunami Slam.
There you go again. Yums is always the target. But will Sekai's actually try to take them on this time? Splits the damage for 2, but is enough to take out Pluto.
And now what is plan B? What's plan C? I don't know. It's 11-3, 6,000 gold lead for Virtus.Pro. You can see the SNB gold difference. Oh no, Cram again trying to cut.
How confident is Andoryu now taking on the Uranus? And with just the help of a single bullet from Super Egorka, able to take down the tankiest member in SRG already. This is not looking too good for the Red Giants.
You're ready to, so even if they do get a pick, like they go for a big stun, great initiation, there's ways. You gotta understand the yellow from Bober too. Now Shadow Kill, there you go, that's an attempt.
Oh, that's a lot of damage! But look at that Tsunami Slam Tidal Strike combination, just denying the last hit. That potential kill onto Andoryu. Now making it 4v5. Bober goes in, uses the Chaos Assault, but all they want is the inhibitor turret in mid. Pluto gets taken out with the falling Thermal coming in from Bad God!
Goes into the base, now it's Andoryu picking up the scraps. Mega kill, one last shot again. Another Innocent trying to save the game, and he falls to the bullets of Super Egorka.
This is a very interesting draft. I would say game 1, game 2, there's a lot of mix-up there. But game 3, I kind of feel like this is the most standard that we're going to see all throughout MSC. So now, this is going to be the final matchup of SRG.OG going up against Virtus.Pro.
It's just a battle of prio at this point of the game, right? For both teams. That's why SRG have been sending even Skies to come in mid to clear it out. Stormy's level 4, so first move by SRG on Turtle 1.
Oh, there's the grab and Pluto. Will he still be able to commit the AOG? It's a no, and Sekai secures the objective as well as first blood. Bad got forced to flicker away, and that does not allow for Andoryu to at least get close to contest, and now they transition into denying the orange buff.
It's all about speed. SRG saw what Virtus.Pro were able to do in game number 2 with that speed, with that pace. Tsunami Slam, bringing Pluto back.
For the second time around, are they actually going for Pluto? That's his second death in this game. Badcott trying to take out Sekai's, but it's Bober who gets to do it instead. But still, Badcott, he also falls.
The ultimate dashes, unlimited dashes on the Chrono Dash with the Zaman Force. Yums!
Oh, that's such a quick rotation from Stormy as well as Yums. A very decisive flicker and Tidal Strike as well, but the counter engage takes down Yums, but the Zaman Force, the cooldown is already gone. Now they actually try to go for Pluto, but Andoryu makes it just in time. Will he be able to cast the Ogi Shadow Kill though? He will! And Stormy gets traded down, but the Phantom Execution! Oh my goodness, Sekai's, he got Andoryu!
Very unfortunate. They split apart. It was a good flicker from Stormy to bring in to disperse the damage, but then they just dispersed again, and now Turtle 2.
They don't have the jungler. They don't have their jungler. And still, Sekai's clearly will have the upper hand, the advantage in securing that objective.
Everyone wants smoke. Even Innocent in the bottom lane, constantly going for 1v1s, feeling confident. Andoryu brought back.
There's no way out if you're Andoryu. And I think the way we're seeing SRG play this so far is that they're not following a certain system. They don't follow a certain sequence when it comes to forcing the fights. Anyone can actually start the fight if they want to do it. Can either be Innocent if he's confident enough to use the Zaman Force, or even the Fettered Airstrike. But hold on, speaking of Innocent, he might put himself in a dangerous position. Badcock still catches up, but there's a flicker and the Zaman Force to keep him alive. Stormy catches up too, which makes Virtus.Pro a little hesitant.
Farm against Andoryu, and game 2, we know what happened. So great to see Skies finally in the lead.
I mean, for VP, I guess they don't really have a choice but to wait for their timings, to wait for Super Egorka. But now they might actually try to contest for this objective. AOG already committed. Actually knocks up a couple members from SRG.OG, but they immediately take down Stormy, but Pluto gets punished as well. Yums tries to escape, but he will not succeed. And look at the damage coming in from Super Egorka and Badcott, who decides to dive under the turret just to get that kill, allowing Andoryu to finally get a turtle for his team.
Pluto, if your lord, spawning in the game at the 9th minute mark as Andoryu constantly farms up, trying to get even in level up against Skies. But VP know they've got a winning angle here. They have to play for Super Egorka yet again on a safe pick that's just previously shoot. This is balling away, Cram.
Oh, Pluto's already down half. But So is Cram though. Oh, they find Sakai. They go for the Tsunami Slam onto Bober. What a beautiful target for SRG.OG. Innocent also using the Zaman Force. Might just be able to get another kill, but the AOG immunes him for a while, but not for long. OG Shadow Kill also committed as well by Andoryu, and that might not be enough anymore for Virtus.Pro to keep going with this fight. Super Egorka chased by 4. Andoryu tries to go in, but he doesn't have the OG Shadow Kill anymore, but still finds Stormy. Tries to get away, but it won't be enough. That's still 4 members of SRG.OG.
The recovery from the Selangor Red Giants. OG Esports now straight to the Lord. 10 minutes in, 2,000 gold lead.
VP need to be a little more careful about when or where they position themselves, especially for heroes like Bober, because he wasn't able to even use the Fury of the Phoenix anymore to scout the other members of SRG.OG, but Andoryu with that single combo and the Feather Dare Strike, he gets deleted on the Hayabusa. Even with the quad shadows, there's no way out. And the Holy Shields, once again, they are already down. But this is the punish from VP. They find Innocent. Sekai's, though, still a massive threat. So they focus on taking down the Lord for now. But Sekai's, he just won't stop.
He will have to stop, though. Now with the Holy Defense already taken down the Lord. Virtus.Pro, what a crazy engage yet again by Pluto. He saw an angle for Innocent, went for the taunt, got the AOG. Now the airstrike used up. Pluto holding the line down.
Bad God was only trying to zone to get some space, but he cannot do it alone anymore. Will Andoryu try to go for it again this time? OG Shadow Kill, but it splits between 3 members. Sekai's also looking for another kill. Fortunately, there's a flicker for Bober, and now they disengage. But not for Andoryu. He still might want to go for it because the Fury of the Phoenix is committed. But the iframes, the Thord Rose, that was a close call for Sekai's. And now, Stormy fights Super Igorka.
That's why you want Stormy on a carry pick, a flicker forward to punish an overextending Purify Super Egorka. Great moves by SRG, and yes,
they can't find a way to deal with it just yet. I mean, Super Egorka, I feel like he already has the Malefic gun.
Yeah.
So somehow there's a little bit more of range to it. But if you're forced to disengage just from joining the fights for a while, then how could you maximize the passive of the Bruno at this point?
Skies walks up. We're also reaching a point where Badcot's really struggling to stay relevant. Pluto walks up.
Yums and Innocent from behind knocks up 2, and without even the Zaman Force, just the Thord Rose already eliminates Stormy and Bober. Pluto trying to walk back to the base, but Badcot and Andoryu, what can they do if their paths are being blocked like this? Still has the quad shadow, so we'll find a way to go back. But they're not letting up. They're chasing after him. They won't let him go back to the base.
They want to end the game right here, right now. No upset, at least not here, is what they're saying. Skies walks up the puncture. Zaman Force over SRG.
Badcot's trying to deal with the waves, but there's still a single cart minion left. And that is it for Virtus.Pro. A great showing, but the series, it falls into the hands of SRG.OG.
The war cries over from Selangor Red Giants, OG Esports. Right as they won, it was a bunch of, hey, walking over. Hey, they were face to face. That's a lot of heat.